Do you guys remember Tabo Besta 1.0 ne? Because 2.2 obviously it is Tabo Baxter himself. Do you remember the guy and the lady who banned their boyfriend and pretended that the current boyfriend died in that RTP? Do you remember that story? And then it was found later on that, wait a minute, these people are still alive, and you know what I'm saying? They are the ones who conspired in taking that guy's life, which was the father of the child. Do you remember that story? Right? I need to give you a little bit of an update concerning that story. And also, we need to talk about, there's this police that was brutally obliterated. So, yes, I'm going to have to talk about all of those things. And then there's this pastor who has been sentenced to 55 years of imprisonment. You know why? Because he's been, I'm not allowed to say the word, you know what I'm saying? But you know, RAPE. Has been RAPE children. And particularly, not even girls. These were boys. So, all along, this guy has been sleeping with these boys at the age of, what? 13, 14, 15, 16. He's grooming them. He has damaged those guys psychologically. They are dead because of an old man. Now, it's not just about an old man, but it's about the position he occupies in society. He occupies a position of trust, and that is, look, being a pastor. Now you hear that a whole pastor, has done such a horrible deeds. It just proves that in this world, we don't even trust, we're not even supposed to trust our women, no men. You know what I'm saying? Nonetheless, we need to start. Where do we start? But before we start, are you interested to take this journey with me? If you are, then please stick around. As you stick around, there's only one favor that I'm requesting from you guys, and that favor is that you subscribe, you like the video, and you do comment in the comment section below. Why do you need to do all of these nice things, God people? You need to do it because doing it does help out a lot when it comes to the YouTube algorithm to promote and spread this video to as many people as possible. So definitely, good people, the power here is in your hands. Please watch this video until the end. Please like the video. Please share this video. Please, guys, you also need to comment in the comment section below. Doing all of these things, guys, it's free of charge. You need to watch the ads. Now, let's start with this pastor. Abo omotoso yemadot. Hey, icon. Pastor John Malisela, 46 years, has been sentenced to 55 years imprisonment by the Gwamhlanga Regional Court on Friday, the 1st of September. Right, he faced 4 accounts of RAPE, because I'm not allowed to say that word on YouTube. YouTube is gonna flag that video. So yeah, he faced 4 accounts of RAPE, 7 accounts of sexual assaults, and 1 account of sexual grooming of children. Right. When delivering the verdict, Magistrate Malene Graystrand said the sentence will serve as an example to others who commit similar crimes. Now, this is what they continued. They say the court has came to a decision to sentence the accused to 55 years imprisonment, and the sentence will run concurrently. The pastor sexually abused young men between the ages of 16 to 19 at his church from 2012 until 2017. So you can do the math there, right? He committed all those crimes in Good Shepherd Christian Center in Sun City, near Gwamhlanga. Hey guys, near Gwamhlanga, said the magistrate. Yeah, come to think of this thing, come to think of the psychological aspect of this, how children are, how other people are feeling about this, and how, like, think about it this way, how the psychological impact and their manhood, it is completely obliterated. You know, it will take a hard work to restore these people to a proper dignity. You have found them at a very vulnerable age where they can recover, yes, but it's gonna take a lot for them to recover. Yo. Now, on another news, there's this guy, ne, whose story leaves a lot to be desired. He's a policeman who was gunned down, right? Now, it's not the gunning down that happened, but it's how this whole thing happened that made me suspicious about a lot of things that I was like, la, conte off la. You know what I'm saying? But I need to tell you the story so that you can understand why what I'm saying when I say conte off la. Now, there was an article as well that was released by Daily Sun, and in that article they say crime in Mzansi seems to be worsening day by day, and not even police are spared for that from that crime, right? Now, they say a cop was at his home with his girlfriend and a friend when they were gunned down before being robbed their cell phones, right? Now, please pay attention to the story. It leaves a lot to be desired. It is alleged that two men stormed into Sergeant Wonderboy Chwange's house at Quarry Heights in Devon on Saturday night. Right. He was with his friend. He was with his friend. Wait. He was with his girlfriend and his friend seated in the lounge of his house when two unknown suspects stormed into the house and demanded money and a firearm from Wonderboy. Now, money and a firearm. Now, the story starts right there when the firearm and money is mentioned. Then, if you follow the story, then you'll be like, conte off la. But wait for the story. Let me show you. The suspect took Wonderboy to his bedroom where he was shot 5 times on the left side of his upper body and the stomach. Following his brutal murder, the suspect took 3 cell phones. 1 cell phone belonged to Wonderboy and the 2 other cell phones belonged to the girlfriend and the friend. No problem. The suspect fled on foot to an unknown direction. There are details that are coming up which they're going to make you think, wait a minute, what is this all about then? Because it changes the whole dynamic of the story. It just changes the whole climax. Oh, not climax, but yeah, the dynamics of the story just changes right here. Listen to this one. There is a neighbor. I quickly went underneath my bed because the gunshots were very loud. After the gunshot, I heard a resident talking outside, and we went to see them. I was heard that my cop neighbor had been shot there. The suspect wanted his gun. Now, the suspect wanted his gun. So, did they take the gun? That's where now the whole thing changes. She said, Wonderboy lived with his girlfriend in a rented house and he was from Nongoma. Yeah, okay. Now, the residents say, the police, KZN's police spokesperson, Colonel Robert Nechunda, said police were investigating murder and armed robbery after police sergeant stationed at the Phoenix police station was shot and brutally wounded by his at his Quarry Heights home. Right. Information at this stage indicated that the officer and his girlfriend and another male were seated outside the house, inside the house, where two armed men barged in and demanded money and his firearm. The officer was forced into his bedroom where he was shot multiple times. The suspect allegedly robbed the victims their three phones before fleeing the scene. The officer's firearm was not taken. Right there, there's a conversation. Right there, there's a conversation. It's hard to believe that there were people that stormed into the house with an intention of stealing a firearm, but after that, they leave the firearm, which they came to steal. And so for some strange reasons, we're supposed to believe that this was just about a firearm. No, this was not about a firearm. At all, this was not about a firearm. This was about something else, but definitely not a firearm. And am I suspecting that the people in the house have got something to do with this? I don't know. But I'm saying this cannot be blamed on mainly that, okay? Now let's go back to Pastor Tabo Baxter and Dr. Nande Patu Uloko 1.1. Husband and wife Sibusiso Lerato Mahlangu they appeared on Social Government Magistrate Court on Tshwane. They appeared on the 13th of September. So yes, the past week. They face charges of premeditated murder, obstruction of justice, and fraud in connection with the death of Lerato's former lover, Sibusiso Tebe. I covered that story long time ago, right? The couple were arrested in April 2023 after the husband was found in possession of a stolen vehicle in Hammanskraal, also in Tshwane, right? His arrest brought into light shocking revelation as he had been presumed dead for more than a year. Right. He was reported that he had died in a fire at his RTP home in Soshanguve. Police investigation revealed that the couple had faked his death by killing Sithebe, which Sithebe is Lerato's boyfriend. Now you remember that. Okay. Their case was postponed for further investigation to be conducted and for instruction from the Director of Public Prosecution, DPP, to be received. Right? Yeah, I think that's it from this case. Yeah, so that is what I was checking as far as our courts and what is happening out there as far as crime is concerned. Speaking about crime in this country and matters that are related to court, there is a story that I want to cover. There's a story that is coming up. There's somebody that there's a story that I stumbled upon on Google News, and that story involves somebody that you know, but I don't think people are busy covering that story. So we will also have to look into what is happening to other people's life. Because honestly speaking, there's a lot that is happening. There's a lot that is happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not joking, guys. There's a lot that is happening out there. But again, Tabo Baxter 1.0, we're expecting nothing but justice from those people. The police, whose firearm was not taken, but it was supposedly a case where they wanted to steal the firearm. I think even the cell phones that were taken there, really, it was not just a matter of the cell phones being taken because they wanted the cell phones. It can't be that they take you into your firearm the room where the firearm is stored, and they shoot you 5 times, and they are not taking what they were there for. You know what I'm saying? Or what they came to steal. It's just leaves a lot to be desired. There are questions to be asked concerning that case. Like, honestly speaking, I don't believe that I don't believe that was just the case of people being. I don't think that was a case of people being what is this thing? It was a matter of just a accident where people storm into his house and just to steal the fire, just to rob them. No, I don't believe so. Yeah. Having said all of that, the pastor who got 55 years imprisonment, I think it's one of those stories where you like, yeah, I know. that guy has damaged a lot of young boys. Psychologically, they are damaged, and it's gonna take a lot for them to recover. It's gonna take a lot for them to recover. And I wish and I pray to the families that they find a way of recovering, because I'm just thinking for these boys. Yo, being violated is not a nice thing. You know what I'm saying? It has to stop. It's not a nice thing. But again, Nati, we need a right approach to talk to people and stop this, because honestly speaking, you're damaging society. You're damaging society. You know, when you violate somebody, you are damaging people psychologically, emotionally, and in all way, shape, or form, spiritually. You are damaging them. You know what I'm saying? So it just had to stop. It has to stop. You know what I'm saying? But again, we need to apply other method of stopping such things, because obviously the current method are not working. I always say to people that are because it's not even GBV, by the way, because GBV, it's this case is a GBV. It's the violence against the gender. It's a particular gender. But what we now call it a GBV, it's now when there is a case against a woman. It's called a GBV. But anyway, this is part of GBV, right? So I'm always against the idea that it's okay when the idea that we react in situations where women are being violated. The reaction part, a lot of things that needs to be done prior to or even if there's no case that is being reported, like educating people as to what is this thing and how it don't react. That's all I'm against. Don't react. If people care about society and they really want things to change, I think we need to come up with a strategy where we educate people about the matters like this, educate people about these things and teach them, okay, this is what it means to the victims. Maybe when people are taught, this is how the victims are feeling, then maybe they will then react differently. You know what I'm saying? Also, there's a lot of education that needs to be done by all the organizations that often react to such situations. Hashtag not in my name. We ANC Women's Leagues, because we all see you guys. You are always reactive. So we want you guys to be at the forefront of things. You know what I'm saying? Nevertheless, I'll see you on the next video. But until that next video, good people, please take care.